Uh, Hello everyone, I'm going to do an impromptu moon crystal tutorial for everyone. If anyone in chat has any questions at any point, let me know. I'll try to keep this pretty quick, hopefully less than like a half hour, because people don't want to spend too much time for each game. Let me go over some of the basic things. This game has turnaround animations, so you can see when you're running you turn around. So basically you want to jump a lot. Like if you jump, there's no turnaround. So if you're watching like the tutorial or a speed run, you'll see a lot of jumps. Most of them are in there to avoid these turnarounds. Also, for whatever reason, jumping reduces lag. So if you're watching like a top run and you see a lot of jumps, that could be another reason they're jumping. The sword is a little bit short and its hitbox is delayed. So like you slash, you should expect the hit to come out a little bit afterward. But the hitbox is very generous, so that's something you should get used to when you play this game. Yeah, let me just illustrate on this first guy here. Notice like how early I slash. The hitbox like stays out for a while. So if I try to slash him like right when I'm on top of him, it's going to be harder to hit him. As long as you slash early, you'll probably be okay. The sword stays active for a while, it feels like. The other thing that this game has is ledges. So each of these branches I can grab onto, but as long as you're holding a direction, you won't grab on. You actually have to let go of the D-pad, go neutral to grab the ledge. So if I just stand here, I'll grab it, but if like I'm holding a direction, I won't grab it. So that's literally all you have to do. You just let go neutral as soon as you want to grab it. You also have to be within a certain height. Like if you're too high up, see, like I was neutral for a while there, but then I started holding left. I didn't grab it. So just get a feel for it. There's a little height that you can kind of get used to. Other game mechanics is you get a double jump. So let me go get that right now. It's not too far in. And the way the double jump works is you will, the basic rule is that you can only do the second jump when you're ascending. So it's not as useful as a double jump as you might think. But it's necessary for a lot of places. So it's right here. So you can see, like, I get 2 jumps, but if I do, you can hear me pressing the jump button. I'm not going to get it if I'm going downward. So like the latest you can jump is right about there. The basic rule you should try to follow is only when you're ascending on your first jump can you do the double jump. Other thing is there are 2 upgrades that you can get in the speed run. You don't get them. One is the sword upgrade. See, I don't even know where is the sword upgrade. Is there one here? I don't know. In any case, it's somewhere in this stage. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not. It's an extra life. It extends the range of the sword a little bit, and it's not that necessary, I don't think. It sometimes screws up the hitbox so that like you wouldn't hit when you normally would. So yeah, the speedrun doesn't get it. You could play around with it if you think it helps, then you can get it. The other thing is there are heart upgrades. And now the other mechanic in this game is the critical damage. So when you have 1 health and you hit the boss's head, you'll do 3 damage. You have to like be right on his hitbox to do it though. So see there, I only did 2. The general rule is like you want to be like right on top of him. I don't know, for each boss it's a little bit different, it's a little bit tricky to get used to. I would just try to play around with it to get used to it. But it makes this run a little bit scary because the bosses can one-hit kill you. So if you want to look up the fastest boss kills, you should watch Becco's run, my run, or Stuck in a Plate's run. I'm going to try to go over some easier boss kills. If you want to experiment with not going to 1 health, you can do so. I'll kind of explain like the bosses where maybe that's something you might want to consider. But I think because of easier strats, you should just go to 1 health. The other thing too is that deaths in this game are not all that costly. Like if I die to this guy here, all I have to do is this last screen again, which takes like 15 seconds or so. Maybe even less than that. Yeah, see, I'm right at the boss again. I have to take more damage, but... So yeah. Alright, I think that's about the basic game mechanics. Let me go through the levels. So this first screen, you just kind of copy what I do. If anything is a little bit funny, I'll try to stop and explain it. But the platforming is pretty simple. There is a D-boost here that you can do. Okay, one other thing I didn't actually talk about. There's a frame perfect jump. If you jump the frame before you land, you'll still get a jump to come out. So to jump off of the air. And the way you can use that here, if you really want to do it, is you can jump off that. You can make it on that ledge. So there I think I got it, but I was just a little bit off. So if you want to do that, you can experiment with that. But I would just do this normally. Unless you get that frame perfect trick, that strat doesn't save time. So I would just do this. Okay, and kill these guys. And this is the quickest way to get up here. So one thing you should be doing is getting used to these like turnaround type jumps. So notice on the second platform I want to turn around. So I don't want to like land, then turn around, and then jump. You just want to do like a left A motion right when you land. Like press left and A simultaneously, basically. And of course, like just general movement with games, you don't want to jump too high, because if I jump too high, then I'm losing time going right and stuff. But well, that's a little bit minor. It's not something you need to worry about. The thing you want to avoid here is doing the turnaround. And again, because of the hitboxes, you can slash your sword pretty early here and get that thing to appear. The other thing too is that it takes a while for an item to appear after it comes out of the chest. So that's why I do like some little jump there. In any case, continuing this, you want to do 1 jump and 1 jump to hit him. If you try to do any sort of double jump thing, like it'll work, but it's just a little bit tighter. Just 1 jump. 1 jump is the easiest way to do it. You can down slash that guy if you want, it'll avoid lag. You don't want to get hit there. Let me get a heart. Is there a heart somewhere? Oh yeah, there's one right up here. Let me just continue this. Then you do double jump, slash her on the way down. I'm gonna get this heart, just so that I have 3 hearts, which is how many you'd have. If you're not doing that strat with so you need to take extra damage somewhere. I'm trying to think where. Probably should have taken damage somewhere. Alright, well, I should have 1 less health if I'm doing like the fastest strat. By the way, there are backup boots here. So, yeah, let me just do the first screen again, because I'll I'll explain like what. So I'll just do this as though I was doing like what I think you guys should do. Since you're not taking that D-boost, I would probably take a hit at the end of the screen. It's the easiest one that comes to mind. So you like want to turn around as soon as you, like right before you get hit, and it'll get boosted the other way. Oops. Okay, so I took an accidental damage there. And whenever you take accidental damage, you always have to like keep that in your short-term memory. Because normally I would deboost on her. Normally I would do this. Okay, but I don't have the health. And to kill this boss, I would recommend doing this guy with 1 health. Because if you don't kill him, you can just do jump slash, and then jump out, and then jump in, jump out. So if you do that, like you're never gonna get killed by this guy. All of the hitboxes in this game are a little bit late, so even though it looks like his axe might be hitting me, it's a little bit delayed. Okay, so for the sake of time, keep going. You can sort of practice like ledge stuff here at the end of the screen. I usually do that. This stage is the simplest in the game by far. I'm not even going to go into in-depth strats. There's only one strat that kind of deviates that's a little bit hard. It saves like frames. So you want to grab that ledge. And now here's something, this is similar to Ninja Gaiden 1. Due to how the lag is, it's actually quicker to jump off there. Notice if I fall off, there's a little bit of stuttering. So you actually want to hop off. But make sure you don't grab the ledge. Oh shit, I lied, I guess you can hold right. The easiest way to grab ledges though is to go neutral. In any case, jump off. Don't grab that ledge. Kill the spider with a machine gun. Don't fall off. And then I usually deboost off this guy. It doesn't really matter. The rest of the stage is pretty easy. So grab this. There. Okay, and there's 2 ways you can do this. Just do it this way. You hop, turn around. You hop when you enter and then turn around and grab that. It's not that hard. And then I jump slash this guy. Just real quick. And go a little bit quick, otherwise he does that. Okay, no. Yeah, jump slash him. Okay. I'm just gonna get that to match how many hearts you should have at this point. Okay, and this is a jump that is a little bit tricky. If you want, you could probably just walk. Can you just walk off? You can't hold left. If you walk off, you'd have to not go all the way to do that. But how I do it is I just tap A. You don't want to hold A too long, otherwise you hit the spikes. An alternative would be to use that to deboost. I never thought about that, but it's easy, just tap A and then slash that guy. Okay, you want to grab that, grab this, and how you want to do this is you want to, I'll just show you. You can just slash it on the ground because you have to wait for it to spawn anyways. Slash it earlier though. Now there's a bug that, like I just showcased, I don't know if anyone saw it. There. If you grab a ledge and you're too far away, that will happen. So in order to, whenever you're climbing up, you want to hold right, or whichever way you want to go. And it will stop that bug sometimes. And you want to jump off there to reduce lag, and jump up there and then just walk off. And then here are backup shoes. Nope, here are backup shoes if you need them. This is an invincibility item. If I jump too far, it will like, see how I get stutter there for a second? So you actually want to jump, like, do a full jump at this treasure chest. You'll land right down there and you won't get any lag frames. Double jump. Same thing there. And then boost off this guy. You want to save, if you want to like come up with your own D-boosts, that's fine too. But you want to do them at the end of the stage so that you have health, like, so you can skip it if you don't want to take that damage. This is one of the harder bosses. I'm gonna go over I'll do the quickest kill just real quick so you can see it. And if you get good attacks, that'll kill him. But you'll find in practicing this that it's a little bit hard. How I would do it, let me see. How do I do this? No, it's like... That's right. So I do jump. Let me just do it. This. So the danger in the quickest kill is that if I just try to sit here and slash him, sometimes he'll jump up and nick me and kill me. But if you jump over him, like, that will never happen. So yeah, you want to do that. I would recommend doing this kill. I don't think it's that hard, and it's pretty safe. So kind of pay attention to where I'm doing my first jump here. There's a little bit of leeway. But it's like right about here, like kind of where that corner is on the roof below. Alright, and then how I set this up is I see the front of my sprite is lined up with the house below. As soon as he disappears, I hold right and then turn around. And that will kill you quicker. So all of the explosions have to be gone. Notice how, like, if I do this here, I get sent to the start of the screen. The explosions have to be all gone in order for the screen to transition. Actually, I think my cue is I'm up more, like this. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, but now I'll transition quicker. Okay, so the screen starts off with some ledge grabs. There's a really tricky one. You can actually grab... I would probably not recommend trying this, but if you want to, you can. You can actually grab the branch from the screen above, like that. It's really hard though. If you're playing with it and you can't get it, the things you have to keep in mind is you really need to hold A the whole time, because you need a full jump. You also want to jump as late as possible, and you only want to turn around for one frame. If you're holding left for more than a frame or two, you won't get it. Usually you just do this though. And this is a very buggy platform here. You'll find sometimes that you just get pushed off. But if you want to do it correctly, just press A left, like as soon as you're able to actually gain control off that ledge. It's the best way to do it. Slash him, and you can just walk under this guy. Okay, slash her. Best way to do this room is this. This is a very deceptive jump. You want to jump very late. See, if I press A, well there, I got it anyways. If I press A too early, I won't get that jump. You want to be like pretty much falling off this step in order to get that jump. Or turn around mid-air and then jump off. And whenever you have stairs like these, it's best to jump like early. Because I can actually jump. If I jump off this stair, I'll make it up there. This one will not, but this one will. So basically, as soon as I'm on that third step, you can jump up. Here, turn around, and there's a few ways you can do this. The quickest way is just do a short hop and slash on the way down. I think Becco actually just walks off and slashes like that. But there are your shoes. There are a few ways you can do this. I think the best way is just do something like this. 2 jumps, slash that. These things suck. They eat your jumps a lot. So the rule that you should follow is to try to jump near the middle where they're not like moving. Don't try to jump at the last second. Your jumps will get eaten way more. And also they're laggy if they're moving, so you just don't want them to move at all. Okay, and then you do that and jump and grab this. This is a really tight cycle. So you want to hit that, turn around right away, get up here. You do the same thing with the stairs here. Okay, and sometimes that guy screen wraps. If he does, just take it slow. If you try to do it fast, you'll end up getting hit. Okay. Alright. Yeah, sometimes he doesn't, but if he does, don't panic, just like stop for a second and hit him. You'll have time to make the cycle, it's just a little bit tight. Do short hops on these and kill these guys for lag. If you don't kill them, it's not a big deal. Okay, there are backup shoes here. You'll die here more than once, I'm sure. This is also the most costly death in the game. Double jump. Okay, the quickest way is to just do this, but this is a pretty scary strat. Again, your jump gets eaten a lot on this thing. So let's see, I don't know a better way to do it. You could probably just wait. Just pause, I guess. Yeah, that seems to be good. Okay, and you're gonna have full health here. So yeah, just to reiterate, do a double jump, land here in the center, and then do a double jump slash, and that will like push him away, and then slash him on the ground. And then do that, do a neutral jump and kill that flame. If you want to, you can do it without stopping, but it's really tricky. Okay, and then you're gonna have full health. Oops, see, it's eating my jump. Okay, you're gonna have full health if everything went right. So then do your first deboost here. If you only have 1 health, don't deboost off him. Do your second deboost here. The best way to get up is something like this. Okay, and how I would recommend killing this guy. Let me remember the kill I used to do. Something like this. Okay, this isn't working. Oh, there. This should be an easy kill. So I would try that maybe. I wonder if it's easier if you go even slower. I don't know. I haven't experimented with easy kills on this guy in a while. quickest way is to do this. So if you're comfortable with that, go ahead and try this kill. I don't think it's that bad. Your jumps have to be pretty precise though, otherwise you'll get tagged by his wand. Like there, my last jump was not fast enough. So another thing you can do is you can, because of the way the slashes work, what I'm doing there is I'm pressing B and then turning around. And that is probably a little bit safer, but I don't know how easy it is. You gotta make sure that you jump before you slash. Yeah, this is probably like... It's pretty easy. Maybe not easy, but definitely safe kill. Another thing too is Ethan showed me this kill that he does. Like if you're just having a lot of trouble with this boss, you can enter with full health. I don't know where health drops are. This is, I think, a sword. No, there's one health. Let's hope there's a health. There's gotta be a health somewhere. You're gonna be a health. Yeah, okay. So you enter this with 3 health, and he just goes up here and mashes him. Okay, apparently he's better at the strat than I am. I think that's how he did it. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, I thought that's what he did. Maybe you can mash faster than I can. I don't know. Okay, but yeah, I would recommend probably doing this kill. And I don't know. If you guys like find out good kills, share them with each other. This boss is a little bit tricky. There's a few ways you can do it I showed. Hello, Fred Sauce. Okay, this next stage is Jor's favorite stage. And everyone should always spam pirate emotes in your chat when you're on this stage. So the thing you want to do is do a short hop and jump under that bird. These hitboxes are very lenient. Notice how like my head can touch the bottom of that bird and I still won't get hit. So you have more time than you think, but yeah, just tap A to do a hop there. And then slash him on the way up. And this bullet is also has a very lenient hitbox. You want to hop, and then, whoops, let me just do this screen. I'm messing something up. Also, dying here is not a big deal, so it's okay if you do like some kind of risky stuff because you spawn right at the start of the screen. What am I doing wrong? I thought it was this. Oh, never mind. It's you wait, right? You wait and you jump. Yeah, don't try to slash that bird. You'll have a bad time. Just walk under him. Key to the stage is walk under most birds. Okay, that's that. And then get up here. Simple enough. Okay, and how you want to do this? Ooh, infinite birds. you want to jump, and as soon as jump like kind of as late as possible. As soon as you transition, hold left, and then slash like kind of a little bit after you start falling. Because of the late hitboxes, you'll hit this chest, and there are your boots. Okay, and then jump. You don't want to grab these things, you just want to jump up. Just like this. And this is a tricky spot. If you get up here and you're far left, I'm confused now. That bird is not supposed to be there. Or maybe it's if I grab it. Weird, I thought you could get up there without him spawning. Oh, that's right. You want to jump like this. And then jump on that. So, jump onto this like as though you're not going to land right on it. And then hold right after the transition. And then that bird won't be there to give you problems. And there's a short hop to hit that bird. And then you fall off. The best way to do this, you want to get over this guy. I just sort of do a wiggle, like press left and then jump and then right. The problem is if you try to press A off these stairs, it's hard to get an input out because you have to be actually like not be falling to get a jump. So yeah, do a little wiggle, get that. And then jump on these chests, do a short hop, and slash this guy on the way down. The key is, a lot of this game is tapping A, because the jump heights are variable. The best way to get up here is just do 2 jumps on those barrels. And then you need to double jump. This double jump is a little bit tight. And probably take your D-boost there if you have full health. And then your D-boost here. If you get here with 1 health, you can just slash this guy really easily. But otherwise you need to get here with 1 health. And this is one boss where I would try to recommend learning this strat, because fighting him fairly is very difficult. There's a few ways you can do this. You can just do that if you want. It's a little bit quicker to do this. And if you hold your controller like an arcade pad, you can do this. Like you can hear I'm just doing like index finger A, sorry, middle finger A, index finger B taps. And this should be the quickest way to kill him. If you're good at it, which I'm not because I don't kill him this way. It's tight because you don't want to do it too fast, otherwise you won't actually get slashes. Yeah, I would just do it this way. This is a boss that you'll find that if you have to fight him fairly, you'll just get destroyed because he's very hard to kill. He just goes in this frenzy where like he'll slash you. Which I guess maybe you may want to practice like. Looks like he's a little bit predictable in this way. You can probably get some slashes in. Let me see if I can just kill him like when he's actually doing stuff. Sword has a pretty big hitbox. If you jump over him, what happens? Oh, if that happens, I would definitely do something like this. If you feel like you're not going to hit him, back off. Not far enough so that he shoots at you. Wait for him to slash you and then get over him. And then he's a piece of cake. And then stand right about here, like your front foot is on where this tip meets the boat, and then walk off. Don't hold left, otherwise you'll grab that. Yeah, you have to wait for his explosions to go away. Okay, this is probably the hardest stage. I'm just gonna explain some of the things that are, like, most of this is basic platforming. There's a heart there if you need it. Definitely get it if you get damaged in the screen. These geysers are kind of on a random timer. I don't know exactly if it's global. I always say it is, but so basically that means, like, when I enter this room, I don't know when that's gonna spawn. So you can see where it spawns. Like, there's a little crack in the ground there, right? Basically what you want to do is, as soon as you're right about there, like it's in the center of these two things where there's two lines. Once you're right about there, just tap A, and you'll get over it. See, like, it looks like I'm hitting, right? The problem is if I hold A too long, I bonk, and then I hit it. So it's a little counterintuitive. You actually just want to do a really short hop over there. Don't hold A too long, otherwise you'll bonk. Every time I hit that, it's because I was holding A too long. So this way, as long as you just use this as a cue, you'll always hop over that. And then there will be a little robot thing in your way, so you can't hop over there. So normally you just walk off, but you can do a hop there. You need to do a short hop. And you can, yeah, probably just do a full jump there. Okay, this is one of the hardest rooms to learn, but once you learn it, it's really simple. There are these falling rocks. Let me kill this guy so he doesn't give me problems. Get back up. No, okay, so I'm not gonna save. The rocks either fall to the left or to the right. And you want to climb up. It's actually not even going to be easier if you try to not climb up, because you're just going to get hit by them. See, so best way is to climb on top of them. And the way you do that is you jump very late. So notice when I'm jumping, sorry, very early. Jump very early. You can come up with cues like here, if it goes left, it's kind of when, like, it'll bounce, right? And then on its bounce, when its bottom touches the conveyor is when I'll jump and I'll get up there. And if it goes right, I think it's sort of the same idea. It's when its bottom is right about at the conveyor when you'll jump. And the windows are actually pretty big, but if you're not making it, it's because you're going too quickly. So you kind of want to pause a little bit here in case it goes left. And if it doesn't, actually maybe not. I think you just need to read. If it goes left, you need to pause. If it goes right, you just keep going. And then jump early. Then you go up, and sometimes you just get RNG. There's nothing you can do there. I don't know if it's 50-50, but it feels like it. Okay, and then you hop off. The best way to do this is actually to intentionally bonk. Wait, what's going on? I'm in some weird state that I've never been in. If you bonk, you're supposed to get a turnaround. What happened? There. Okay. Get down here, turn around, bonk and turn around. Do one jump, slash, and then turn around. You'll find that if you try to turn around and then slash, it's harder to hit him. I don't know, at least for me it was. Turnaround slash is a good way to do it though. The quickest way, here's another spot where it can spawn left or right. If it spawns left, you can just hold right this whole time, and if it does spawn left, then you can just turn around and you'll get boosted on there. If you want to be safe though, you can just wait to see which way it goes. If it goes left, then just wait for it. The safest way to do this is just get that heart, wait for him, and go. I used to do this in my runs for a long time. It loses a little bit of time, but not that much. The harder strat, it's much harder. Okay, it's unlikely you'll have full health here, but in case you do, you'll have to deboost somewhere. Again, just practice these rooms because the geysers are hard. If you have full health, I would probably deboost here. Let's see. Those are your boots. Okay, and how to do this is you want to basically pretend that first guy's not there because he's not going to hit you. And then just do a short hop and slash right after you hop and you'll kill that thing. You'll notice that your head kind of hits that wall sometimes, and that's fine. And hop. And then your other deboost, if you have health, should be on this guy. If you don't have health, you just turn around and slash him. It's not that hard. You get hit. There's a sword. Yeah, sword upgrade there that you don't want. Do a double jump. Here you want to do a short hop. If you do like as high of a jump as possible. Wait, no. I think you actually do want to jump high, but not high enough to hit the spikes. If you jump as low as possible, then that guy will go low and sometimes hit you. But you do want to short hop on this next one. If you hold A, you'll get hit by him there. So short hop there. Okay, and this is a kind of tricky jump. You just want to do a full jump, full double jump to get up here. And then you just want to keep going. And that's the stage. If you miss it, which you probably will a few times, I would just slash him. You can try to be cute and like jump over him, but it's pretty hard. Yeah, slashing him is what I would recommend if you miss this. Except actually slash him correctly. Yeah, just do that. Okay, and now here is this kind of funny boss. This one you should just practice. You have to be able to kind of wing it a little bit. You want to get a couple slashes. Notice how the shards appear when the rock hits the ground. So that's what you kind of want to have in your head. You want to land where the rock lands, and you won't get hit by those. So just like practice this a little bit. Make sure that you can not get hit by the rock. And then once you're comfortable with that, just try to throw some slashes into it. A good boss kill would look something like this though. And notice the first jump. Oops. Yeah, I'll just do that. Okay, and here's where the frame perfect jump comes into play. Alright, so I saved at a bad spot. You want to save when his sprite goes away, which it already did. So this is like, as soon as you want to start trying to do this, you want to do the frame perfect jump and bonk on those spikes. Again, the frame perfect jump is you jump the frame before you land. So you do a single jump. Also, For whatever reason, I find it easier if I'm walking to do this. I think Becco just does it when he's neutral. So find whichever way works best for you. But yeah, as soon as his sprite leaves the screen and there's only those animations, you want to try to do this. It saves a decent amount of time, at least a couple seconds. And you don't lose anything for going for it, so you may as well. And then just mash start. And we're on the last two stages. We get up here, slash, wait. You can wait there if you want. You want to deboost. There's health up here, so it doesn't actually matter. And you do a short hop to kill him and the chest at the same time. Let me explain these spikes. You'll get a feel for it after you play it, but their hitboxes are very lenient. So they're just not really active until they've been on screen for a while, and it disappears very quickly. So notice how you can be pretty aggressive with these and you'll get away with it. So do this screen like this, do a full jump to get up here, then you slash this chest, do an actual turnaround. This will make it so that you get the item. And now here is a jump that gave me issues for a while. What you do is you don't want to just hold left slash. You won't hit him. I do one neutral jump, and then my second jump I hold left and press B. Because of how I did this, it's messed up. So let me do this correctly. Just pretend that there's a chest here. See, like that. This is what it should look like. Notice how I'm neutral just for a little bit on my first jump. Yeah, and then you hop down there, slash that guy. And you have to slash that guy neutral, you can't actually jump hop him. There's an enemy right up here, so this is just kind of memorization. Remember that he's there and slash late. See how you do this. Come down here. Like that. These spikes are also pretty lenient. Just experiment with them. I got hit. You're pretty safe going in here with, you don't want to be on here on 1 heart. If you have 2 hearts, you're probably okay. There's a health here that you get because it just makes it faster. You have to wait anyways for that electric thing. This is a kind of tricky part. You need to boost a couple times. So this deserves a lot of practice. And the input is jump and then hold left to get through. If you need to wait for one of these, it's okay, but that guy's gonna catch up to you, so you can't wait for too long. Yeah, this part is not that hard. Just practice it. Okay, there are boots here. There's a backup. Oh, that guy's screen wrapped. Alright, and how you deal with this guy? This guy used to give me problems too. So let me just do it. Most of Unreal Takeover. He's just one. Oh, that guy is screen wrapping again. I don't know what causes that. Yeah, you just do a short hop and slash him. If you try to do any sort of double jump stuff, you'll get in trouble. Just do a short hop. And if you have 1 health, you get boosted by this guy. Otherwise, you just jump over him or slash him or whatever. This boss is probably the hardest one for me. guess you can do some sort of cheese thing. Like I said, to do the stage 3 boss. It seems to work. Seems pretty safe. Yeah, I would just do that. Seems really safe. If you want to do it the quickest way, it's something like this. The problem is that his hitbox, his sword is very active. This boss has probably like the best hitbox on his sword out of anything in the game. So your jumps have to be really precise. So yeah, I would just do this. I think you can do the same thing to her. Or is that a she? I don't know. I always thought it was because it was pink and it had some kind of long hair thing going on. Yeah, so easy boss if you just do it this way. This boss is actually pretty easy to... If it's facing you, to do that. But if you do this setup, there's a chance it will not be facing you. I'm actually curious. Yeah, I would probably just try to get on the opposite side of it. But yeah, that boss shouldn't be too hard. Okay. I'm not going to explain any other way to do this part because this is the best way to do it. Unless you are like trying to save frames, pretty much. Just a quick comments on backups. There's a health here, and the shoes are here. So if you get these shoes and you take damage, you need to come down here and get this health because you will need it. But in any case, what you do is you jump up here, you jump up and then turn around. So you don't want to be, you don't want to have to do a turnaround like animation. And then as soon as you get to the second step from the top, you immediately turn around and jump. So there I was on the wrong step. And there's a little bit of leeway, like your double jump doesn't have to be perfect. If you do it on this third step, you won't make it. You have to be on the second one. And if you have trouble with this, you can set yourself up, like wait until you're there and then do it. That's actually how Ruby does it in his run, but I don't think he realized this strat. So yeah, if you want, you can just set yourself up. That. So it should look like this if you do it right. Okay, and then this guy is a nightmare. Just wait for him. There are ways you can manipulate him, but I don't want to talk about it. Just eat the half second and let him fly. And then this is a very tricky part because you can bonk. Oops, I didn't wait long enough. If you bonking, another thing I didn't really talk about, bonking in this game gives you some weird properties. Like notice how if I bonk and then I slash, I immediately like lose any rightward velocity. But if I just bonk and hold right, I don't lose it. It's very weird. Short sword, you just try not to bonk. But yeah, once that guy flies over, just do 2 short hops and slash that guy. And if you need to, you can slash him on the ground if that's easier. But it's just like AAB real quick. Because of the hitboxes, you can slash earlier, remember? Okay, then jump up. It doesn't really matter where you are here, but jump over. And if you want, this is where it doesn't matter if you want to try to add a little swag to the run. There's a frame perfect jump to grab that. So this is a little bit different than before because you have to do a full jump first. Do a full double jump, and then do a double jump, the frame perfect, before you land. You can fail this like 2 or 3 times and it'll still save time. otherwise there are boots there. And if you die, it takes you right here. And the way you'd want to do this is something like this. Man, I don't even remember how to do this anymore. Like, hop like that. Another benefit too is that if you have to deboost the next screen. I don't actually know how to do it without taking damage. So if you enter the screen with 2 life, I would probably do this. Okay, and then what you want to do is you just want to do this. I don't think I've ever actually done this without taking damage. This is like impossible. If you can do this without taking damage, I'd be very impressed. Ooh, I did it. Alright, but yeah, it's way easier to just do this deboost. Okay, and then there's this guy. You wanna, let's see. Yeah, I would recommend doing this because it's pretty safe. Excuse me. I would take a deboost somewhere. Probably just off that guy, kill him. And then what you want to do is you notice how this is pretty safe. Like if I fall off, I'm not gonna die. You want to do like one jump right off the edge, and then another jump like kind of at like the height of your first jump. And get up there. You want to be like kind of far off, otherwise you'll bonk. Notice if I do it there, I bonk. Yeah, this is actually pretty safe. It's technically quicker to go this way, but it's pretty dangerous. And this isn't very hard, especially if you like start over here to set yourself up. And then you want to jump to reduce lag. But don't jump off the top of this screen, because it kills you. You just want to walk off. Okay, now we're on the last boss. I'm trying to remember, there's sometimes when I fought this boss and I would just like die and not remember, or couldn't figure out like why I was screwing up. And I can't figure that out right now. So if you're dying on this boss, I don't really know what to tell you. Just try to replicate this better. It's weird because I can start my jump early. One thing you want to do is you don't want to like go too fast, because notice if I do all my jumps as soon as possible, I'll start hitting my stuff. Start getting hit by stuff, I mean. Okay, and there's a phase 2. But yeah, phase 1 should just look something like this. It's not that tricky. Just practice it. Dying here isn't the worst because you just spawn right back here. Let's see, where are boots? Oh, then you have to do this by hand, which I would try to practice a little bit. But it's actually pretty safe because you just... Yeah, you can watch like the record video. I think I do this in my PB too. Alright, in any case, the way I do this is once his arm goes away, I count 1, 2 like in my head. 1, 2, and then jump and slash. 1, 2. But that's just me trying to save some extra time. You can just wait to see his head appear and kill him. The problem is if you go too slow, you're gonna get hit. So as long as your reactions are good enough, you're fine there. But if you do want some sort of cue, wait for the arm to disappear, do a short count. 1, 2. And you can slash him even before he started appearing. And then turn around, and as soon as his head goes away, run at him. And that will do the transition for you. Okay, and then there's the escape. This is pretty straightforward. You just want to memorize this stuff. There's not much to memorize either. So here, do a short hop off. Sometimes, probably depending on subpixel, if you walk off, you'll actually get hit by those spikes. So just hop off, do another hop. Seems like there's a really easy frame perfect jump to get off there, but I don't know. Yeah, hop off, do some turnarounds, do another hop. So here, you hop, you just want to be like right next to the spikes. Because if you're too far over like this, it's pretty awkward, because then you have to go all the way back and do some turning around. So yeah, just try to be close to the spikes and do that. And then you want to jump off there. This is a pretty tricky jump. Let's do it as late as possible. If you walk off, you're fine, because there's this thing. So just try to do it late. Don't worry about falling into the pit. This is another story. Just let go as soon as you walk off. Okay, and then hold left for a while. There's another jump here that's a little bit tricky. This one. You want to be like, try to hold A more than less. Because notice how I'm not actually hitting these spikes. But if I hold it too short, then I'm going to do that. Now here, I would probably just try to do this without getting hit. Conserve your health. Because you can deboost later in the stage. And actually this thing, you can get through this without getting hit. So you want to go like as soon as possible and jump. So you can practice that if you want. Notice how like weird the hitboxes are. I'm like obviously inside the spike and it's not hitting me. And here's something that I always forget. Just walk off after this screen. Just walk off. I'm sure you'll die here at least once. Do a short hop. Okay, this part sucks. This is kind of RNG. This is why you want health. Because you can kind of just expect to get hit here. If you can anticipate it, then you can do a turnaround boost like that. And if you have health, you can boost off these if you want. That actually didn't save me time. You would want to boost off the second set, I guess. Yep, that's it. And time. So I'm not gonna go through like a run with all those strats because not much changes from the runs that are out there right now. I don't think there's too much deviation between my run and Becco's and Stuck in a Plates. Becco's is the cleanest, so I would watch his and then reference this for various strats if you need them, particularly the boss kills. And I'm going to be streaming a decent amount. I usually stream kind of late, but if you have any questions, tweet at me or something. And yeah, my tutorials always go long, but I think that was about an hour or so. Good luck with this game. It's pretty fun. And yep. Good luck.